This is the new Audi S6 and it's the most sporty version of the A6 you can get until the fire-breathing RS6 appears. In this video, I'm going to point out the differences between this and the normal A6, tell you what's good about it, and use it as a temporary home. What's not so good about it? A bloody diesel. Test its performance. Oh, that was air. And of course, poke it with a stick. Fakest of fake exhaust pipes. Now, make sure you subscribe to this channel, hit that bell icon to turn your notifications on so you're alerted when we make a new upload, and go on your mobile phone as well and check your settings to make sure you've turned on your notifications for YouTube as well within your device, because that might be why you're not receiving updates. Let's kick off this review by talking about the styling upgrades you get over the normal A6. So there's the obvious S6 badging there, a deeper, more aggressive front apron. As you move down the sides, you get unique alloy wheel designs, and they start at 20 inches. These ones, though, are 21s. Wow! Then you have some aluminium effect door mirrors as well, very sporty, hey. And then as you move to the back, you do notice some big differences. You get a rear diffuser. How cool is that? More S6 badging and quad tailpipes. And that brings me on to what's not so good about this new S6. There are only two standard paint colours, black and white. Everything else is £700, including this rather lovely red. What we have here, ladies and gentlemen, are the fakest of fake exhaust pipes. They look real, but no, they lead to nowhere. In fact, the actual tailpipes are under there. Do you know what? That makes me feel... There's a reason for those weird exhaust pipes. You remember 2 generations ago, the S6 actually had a V10 engine from a Lamborghini. Then for the previous generation version, everyone went, oh, it's now a twin turbo V8, boo. Well now, it's actually a bloody diesel. This car plays exhaust noises through its speakers, so it makes it sound quite fruity and almost like a V8 petrol here inside the cabin. So this is what I hear. It's all right. But if I now switch over to the camera's audio, you'll hear what people hear on the outside. Yeah, that's not so good, is it? In the past, you used to be able to use this configurable button on the steering wheel to control the drive select, which is quite handy when you consider the drive select is way down here. But not anymore, you can't. Thanks for that, Audi. This S6 Avant costs £63,000, though with a carwow discount, you can get one for £51,000. Bargain. Unfortunately, an A6 50 TDI S-Line actually costs £54,000, though with the carwow discount, that's £41,000. So with all savings taken into account, this S6 is 10 grand more than the A6 50 TDI, and I don't think it's worth it. But to make sure you're paying a fair price on your new car, click on the pop-out banner up there or follow the link below the video to go to CarWow to check out the deals from our trusted dealers. To be fair on this S6, it does have some interior upgrades which help mark it out over a normal A6. Most notable are these lovely S Sport seats which are quilted. They are very, very nice. They hold in place when you go around corners quickly. This car is all over the place. You also get a flat-bottomed S steering wheel. There's aluminium pedals as well. You get some more aluminium around the gear selector, and on the kick plates, there's some S branding too. Here in the back, there's 4-zone climate control as standard. And I forgot to point out as well, look, the key has an S logo on it. Brilliant. And also people in the back are treated to the sport seats as well. Other than that though, it's normal A6 Avant business as usual, which means plenty of room and it's super comfy. You also get a super useful estate boot. Very, very practical, and you can just fold down the seats by these levers here, look at that, and use it as a temporary home, just in case your partner has left you. Oh well, let's move on to 5 good things about the S6. The S6 comes with uprated adaptive sports suspension as standard, though you can upgrade it to air suspension. There's some performance brakes for improved stopping power, and the car will also brake the inside wheels to help the car turn better into corners. The standard fit Quattro all-wheel drive system can send up to 85% of the engine's power to the rear wheels, and you can also upgrade it to have a sport differential which can send power to the rear wheel with the most grip. The S6's fuel tank is 10 litres bigger than the normal A6's, So it's now got 73 litres, and that gives you an extra 80 miles worth of range. Now this diesel seems to be running low on AdBlue, and AdBlue's just urea, right? So I think I'm just going to top it up naturally, if you'll excuse me. This 3-litre V6 turbocharged diesel engine has 48-volt mild hybrid technology to improve its efficiency. Also, it has a little electrical turbocharger which can spin up to 70,000 RPM within 250 milliseconds to minimise your turbo lag. In fact, that little turbocharger provides 10 brake horsepower on its own. And in total, this engine produces 350 horsepower and a whopping 700 Newton meters of torque. Hey guys, sorry for interrupting the video, but I wanted to tell you about a fabulous opportunity. Carwow is offering you the chance to invest. For as little as £10, you can invest in Carwow, which is not only this rather awesome YouTube channel, but a whole car buying platform in the UK, Germany and Spain. If you click on the pop-out banner just up there in the top right-hand corner of the screen, or follow the link in the description, you can find out more about how you can own part of this channel and business and share in our future success, and I guess sort of be one of my bosses. Now don't hang about, this offer is limited and you don't want to miss out. Anyway, thanks for listening and on with the video. All right then, let's see how quick a diesel S6 is then. So I've got my specialist timing gear up here. I'm going to launch the thing. To do that, put drive select into dynamic mode, put the stability control into sports mode, put the gearbox into sports mode as well. Left foot on the brake, and I'll just floor the throttle and I will get launch program active. It's ready, let's do it. Picks up okay, but it's all right. It's quick, and there's the time. Yeah, it was all right. 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. It doesn't really chuck you back that hard in your seat. Picks up okay. It's a decent time for a diesel, but I'm not exactly blown away. What is this S6 like to drive? Well, I'm not going to beat around the bush. It feels just like an A6 diesel, which is a good thing when you're just like driving around normally or in town. This one's fitted with the optional air suspension and it's super comfortable, easy to drive, relaxing. It's also got the acoustic glass. It's nice and quiet. It's a very pleasant car to just travel about in. But that's not what this is about. It's about hooning past people on the motorway. So I'm doing 50, flooring it. Gearbox isn't the fastest to respond, but once it has done, this engine is strong. Yeah, you can see this just smashing down the motorway, no problem at all. Now, if you are just cruising down the motorway, it's actually really economical. This thing's returning 35 miles per gallon with steady driving. However, if I go through the trip computer and look at the long-term trip and see what the average economy is over the lifetime of it, what it's been like when it's been driven quite hard by the journalists, it's doing around 29 miles per gallon. So that's still pretty good. Thing is, a normal 3-litre V6 diesel will give you slightly better economy. So does this S make up for it in added fun factor? Well, there's the sound inside, which is kind of slightly fruity, but I know it's fake. It's not finding that to be much fun. Let's whack it into dynamic mode. That's going to add weight to the steering, sharpen the throttle response. It's also going to stiffen the air suspension fitted to this car. Sports traction as well. This car is fitted with that quattro differential for more sporty handling and a bit of kind of rear drive bias. Now let's go on to some tighter roads and see how it fares. Is it fun like an S6 should be? You know, it's supposed to be like a baby RS, isn't it? I'm changing gears myself now using the paddles, but oh my God, this car is all over the place. Can you hear it? It's really not enjoying that. The SP is generally sorting things out. Come on, keep going. I can feel the ESP just reining things back in because it's frightening. Oh, that was air. But I think having that heavy diesel over the front is just affecting grip. This is not the kind of car that encourages you to hoon around. I'm sorry, it's not. It just feels a little bit too soggy for a sporty Audi. Yeah, it's got strong performance once it's pulling, but you really haven't got enough revs to play with. You're just changing it way too soon. Not there, 4,000, 4.5, got to change up. You know, and the throttle pedal is quite soggy as well. There's all a sort of disconnect, which just detracts from the enjoyment of this car. I'm not sure I get it. I'm really not sure I get it at all. I don't know why you'd pay the extra for this over just a normal 3-litre V6 diesel A6, which is a very, 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 very good car. This is no better and it costs a lot more. No. So then, what's my final verdict on this new Audi S6? There's plenty I like about it, but they're the same things that I like about the normal A6 diesel. I find it really hard to justify the extra cost over that car because it just doesn't quite feel S enough. Still, at least it's going to give some clear water between this model and the RS6. So hurry up and bring it on, Audi. I'm waiting. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and of course, if you click on the windows below, you can watch more videos. If you click on the box over there, you can find out more about how you can invest in carwow and be part of our future success for as little as £10. Hurry though, because the offer is limited.